In the world of American football, strength is measured not only by speed, power, or championships, but also by the battles fought far beyond the field. Some of the greatest players in the NFL have faced an opponent far more dangerous than any rival team: cancer. Yet through courage, treatment, and unwavering determination, these athletes fought their way back to the game they loved. Their stories are not just about survival, but about resilience, inspiration, and the unbreakable spirit of champions. Today, we remember 10 remarkable football players who faced cancer and still rose to greatness. Eric Berry, one of the most respected safeties in the National Football League, faced the greatest challenge of his life in 2014 while playing for the Kansas City Chiefs. At just 26 years old and in the prime of his career, Berry was diagnosed with Hodgkin lymphoma, a form of cancer that affects the lymphatic system. The diagnosis came after doctors discovered a mass in his chest during medical examinations. For any athlete, such news could mark the end of a career. But for Eric Berry, it became the beginning of one of the most inspiring comebacks in modern sports. Berry immediately began chemotherapy treatments and stepped away from football to focus entirely on recovery. During the months of treatment, he remained determined, keeping the mindset that he would return to the field stronger than ever. His resilience and positive attitude inspired fans, teammates, and the entire NFL community. In 2015, after successfully completing treatment and being declared cancer-free, Berry made a remarkable return to professional football. His comeback season was nothing short of extraordinary. He was selected to the Pro Bowl and named First-Team All-Pro, one of the highest honors a defensive player can receive. Even more remarkable, Berry was awarded the NFL Comeback Player of the Year award, recognizing his courage and outstanding performance following his battle with cancer. Eric Berry's story became a symbol of perseverance in professional sports. His return proved that strength is not just measured in tackles or interceptions, but in the ability to stand up again after facing life's greatest challenges. James Conner's battle with cancer began long before he entered the NFL. While playing college football at the University of Pittsburgh, Conner had already become one of the most dominant running backs in college football. But in 2015, his promising career took a sudden and frightening turn when he was diagnosed with Hodgkin lymphoma, the same disease that had once threatened Eric Berry's career. At the time, Conner was only 20 years old. Doctors discovered the cancer during medical tests following a knee injury. Instead of focusing solely on rehabilitation for football, Conner suddenly faced chemotherapy treatments and a fight for his life. Despite the grueling treatments, James Conner never lost sight of his goal. He continued attending team meetings and training sessions whenever possible, determined to return to the game he loved. After months of chemotherapy, Conner was declared cancer-free in 2016. In an incredible comeback, he returned to the football field that same year and delivered one of the most emotional performances in college football history. He rushed for over 1,000 yards and 16 touchdowns, proving that cancer had not defeated his spirit. In 2017, Conner was drafted into the NFL by the Pittsburgh Steelers. His professional career continued to flourish. In 2018, he was selected to the Pro Bowl, replacing the legendary Le'Veon Bell and becoming one of the league's most respected running backs. James Conner's journey from cancer patient to NFL star stands as one of the most powerful stories of perseverance in modern sports. Mark Hertzlick's story is one of the most extraordinary examples of courage ever seen in football. In 2009, while playing linebacker for Boston College, Hertzlick was considered one of the top defensive players in college football and a likely future NFL draft pick. But everything changed when he was diagnosed with Ewing's sarcoma, a rare and aggressive form of bone cancer. Doctors initially feared that he might never walk normally again, let alone return to the brutal physical demands of professional football. Hertzlick underwent months of chemotherapy and radiation treatments, enduring intense physical and emotional pain. The treatment weakened his body dramatically, and his football future seemed uncertain. Yet Mark Hertzlick refused to give up. In 2010, after being declared cancer-free, he shocked the sports world by returning to play college football for Boston College. His return was nothing short of miraculous. Although he went undrafted in the 2011 NFL Draft, due to concerns about his health, the New York Giants gave him a chance. Hertzlick made the team and went on to play several seasons in the NFL. In 2012, he became part of the New York Giants roster that won Super Bowl XLVI, achieving the dream that once seemed impossible during his cancer battle. Today, Mark Hertzlick is remembered not only as a football player, but as one of the most inspiring cancer survivors in sports history. Trent Williams, one of the most dominant offensive linemen in the NFL, faced a terrifying medical crisis in 2019 when doctors discovered a rare form of cancer on his scalp. The tumor, known as dermatofibrosarcoma protuberans, is a rare type of skin cancer that can grow aggressively if not treated properly. Williams had actually noticed a small lump on his head for several years, but it was initially believed to be harmless. When doctors finally confirmed that the growth was cancerous, Williams underwent surgery to remove the tumor. The procedure required removing a significant portion of tissue from his scalp to ensure the cancer had not spread. The surgery left him with a large scar and required a long recovery period, but Trent Williams's determination never faded. After completing treatment and recovery, he returned to professional football and continued to dominate as one of the league's elite offensive tackles. He later joined the San Francisco 49ers, where he achieved some of the greatest success of his career. Williams has been selected to multiple Pro Bowls and widely regarded as one of the best offensive linemen of his generation. His story reminds fans that even the strongest athletes face hidden battles, and that survival itself can be the greatest victory. Alex Singleton, a relentless linebacker known for his toughness and leadership on defense, faced a personal health scare in 2025 when doctors diagnosed him with testicular cancer. The diagnosis came during routine medical evaluations, catching the disease at an early stage. Early detection allowed doctors to begin treatment quickly, significantly improving his chances of recovery. Singleton underwent surgery and medical treatment while maintaining his focus on returning to professional football. Despite the emotional and physical challenges of facing cancer, he remained determined to continue his career. After treatment, Singleton successfully returned to the NFL and resumed playing at a high level. Known for his aggressive tackling and high football IQ, he continued to serve as a key defensive leader for his team. His story highlights the importance of early cancer detection and the power of resilience in overcoming life-threatening illness. Josh Paschal's journey to the NFL was shaped not only by talent and determination, but also by a life-threatening battle with cancer. In 2018, while playing college football for the University of Kentucky, Paschal was diagnosed with stage 3 melanoma, an aggressive and potentially deadly form of skin cancer. At the time, he was still a young athlete with dreams of reaching the NFL. The diagnosis forced Paschal to step away from football and focus on treatment. Doctors quickly began an intensive medical plan that included surgery to remove the cancerous tissue and careful monitoring to ensure the disease had not spread. For a college athlete, stepping away from the game can be devastating. But Paschal remained determined to recover and return to the field. After months of treatment and recovery, he was declared cancer-free. In 2019, Paschal made his return to the football field with Kentucky. His comeback quickly became one of the most inspiring stories in college football. Not only did he return, he excelled. Paschal became a leader on the defensive line and earned all SEC honors, recognized as one of the best defensive players in the conference. In the 2022 NFL Draft, his resilience and talent were rewarded when he was selected by the Detroit Lions. Josh Paschal's story is a powerful reminder that the toughest battles in life are sometimes fought far from the stadium lights, and that courage can turn adversity into strength. Jim Kelly, one of the most legendary quarterbacks in NFL history, faced a long and difficult battle with oral cancer, a fight that tested his strength long after his playing career had ended. Kelly, best known for leading the Buffalo Bills to 4 consecutive Super Bowl appearances in the early 1990s, was first diagnosed with cancer of the jaw in 2013. Doctors discovered a rare form of squamous cell carcinoma in his upper jaw. The diagnosis shocked the football world. Kelly underwent extensive surgery to remove the cancer, followed by reconstructive procedures. Although doctors initially believed the cancer had been successfully treated, the disease tragically returned multiple times over the following years. Each recurrence required additional surgeries, treatments, and long periods of recovery. Despite the physical toll, Jim Kelly remained remarkably strong and optimistic. He often spoke publicly about his faith and determination, inspiring countless fans and cancer patients around the world. Through perseverance and advanced medical treatment, Kelly eventually reached remission once again. Today, he continues to serve as an inspiration to many through his Hunter's Hope Foundation, which raises awareness and funds for medical research. Jim Kelly's legacy extends far beyond the football field. His courage in the face of repeated cancer battles has made him not only a Hall of Fame quarterback, but also a symbol of resilience and hope. Randy Moss, widely regarded as one of the greatest wide receivers in NFL history, shocked fans when he revealed in 2024 that doctors had discovered cancer near his bile duct, a rare and serious condition affecting the digestive system. The discovery came after Moss underwent medical tests due to health concerns. Doctors quickly recommended surgery to remove the tumor and prevent the disease from spreading. The procedure was delicate and required a period of recovery and close monitoring. For Moss, who had already built a legendary career with teams such as the Minnesota Vikings, New England Patriots, and Oakland Raiders, the diagnosis represented a deeply personal battle. Following surgery and medical treatment, Moss focused on recovery and maintaining his health. Despite the challenges, he remained active in football as a respected analyst and commentator, continuing to share his knowledge and passion for the sport with millions of fans. Randy Moss is remembered for revolutionizing the wide receiver position, setting numerous records, including one of the most remarkable touchdown seasons in NFL history. But his willingness to openly share his health struggles has also helped raise awareness about early cancer detection. His story shows that even the most dominant athletes must sometimes face challenges far greater than any opponent on the field. Craig "Ironhead" Hayward was one of the most powerful running backs of the 1990s NFL era. Known for his incredible strength and fearless running style, Hayward played for several teams including the New Orleans Saints, Chicago Bears, and Atlanta Falcons. But in the final chapter of his life, he faced a devastating opponent. In the early 2000s, Hayward was diagnosed with brain cancer, a disease that would ultimately cut his life tragically short. Despite the seriousness of the illness, Hayward continued to fight bravely through treatment and medical care. He remained surrounded by family and loved ones during his battle, drawing strength from the same determination that had defined his football career. Craig Hayward passed away in 2006 at the age of 39, leaving behind a powerful legacy both on and off the field. His son, Cameron Hayward, would later follow in his footsteps and become a star defensive lineman in the NFL, carrying forward the family's football legacy. Craig Hayward's life reminds us that while the game of football can bring fame and glory, the true measure of a person is found in their courage when facing life's most difficult moments. Chris Draft spent more than a decade in the NFL as a respected linebacker, known for his leadership and intelligence on the field. But his most meaningful work began after football. In 2011, Draft's wife, Keisha Draft, was diagnosed with lung cancer. The couple had just been married for only 1 month when the devastating news arrived. Despite aggressive treatment, Keisha tragically passed away just weeks later. The loss deeply affected Chris Draft. Instead of retreating from the public eye, he chose to turn grief into purpose. Draft became a passionate advocate for cancer awareness and early detection, especially focusing on lung cancer education. He founded initiatives dedicated to promoting screening and raising awareness about the dangers of smoking and late diagnosis. Through his foundation and public speaking, Draft has helped countless people understand the importance of early medical testing and cancer prevention. Though he was never diagnosed with cancer himself, his commitment to the fight against the disease has made him a powerful voice in the cancer awareness movement. Chris Draft's legacy demonstrates that sometimes the greatest victories in life are not measured by championships, but by the lives we inspire and the causes we fight for.